Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Punch It Chewie Podcast. I'm Arakel.
I'm Isabella.
And we're excited to be back. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about this week. We're in a little bit of a silly mood.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because usually, right before we record, I just have the audio recording so that I can like test the sounds and the videos or whatever, everything that we're doing. And so I was playing back our bullshit from right before we were recording this, and this is the shit that or something like
money don't grow on trees.
We sounded amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounds incredible. But I think my favorite part of that was this.
What?
Oh wait.
Hey, I got bells to feed.
This shit.
I've never connected so much to this fucking song. I started fucking working for the man.
For the man.
I still stand by it though.
No, that's real as fuck. That song goes hard.
You see, now you're understanding what rock and roll is all about.
Yeah.
Pain.
Exactly. We scream the pain away.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Gotta get it out somehow.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Well, yes. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we're just stupid. But
that's not anything new.
Oh yeah. But if you're new here, welcome.
If you're new here,
well, yeah.
Roller coaster.
Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome to the chaos. But yeah, please, if you enjoy the episode, if you enjoy our show, if you're returning, please make sure to leave a like, rate, review, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps us out.
Mm-hmm.
Really helps us reach more people that might enjoy the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we got a bunch of stuff to get into. Very hard hitting topics.
Oh yeah.
We're on the day that certain something came out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And but yeah,
That's it.
That's it. But we got other shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited. Like I said, we got a lot. Oh, hello. We got a lot to talk about, and but yeah, let's just I guess let's open the show. Bella's got an opening clip for us.
Let's go.
Last week's was pretty freaking pretty nice, so I'm excited to see what you got for us.
Your network is unstable. I'm unstable! And I don't get to stop doing what I'm doing 27 times a day, okay? Let me access the internet.
Dude, it went through like 6 moods in 30 seconds.
Fine. We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you?
Jesus.
Did you like that?
God damn it.
Oh my god. I don't think we've gotten a single episode where someone doesn't go through talking through the intro song.
Yeah. We're just so excited.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, we don't really know how to shut up, to be honest.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, Silva's an amazing singer.
He
Oh
is.
hell no.
I really,
really
love
is.
What?
No, I'm not.
I'm just
No, he
I'm
is.
just saying, like, you're really good.
Cap.
You're really good.
Fucking working for the man.
Yeah.
Well, not called, but he goes, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking. Oh my god, I'm never going on off rants. Ever.
Dude, I wish.
I guess. But
It's all love.
Oh my god. All right. Well, yes. Again, welcome back,
Feeling the
everybody.
Oh, Last week it was
We
shame.
love you.
So
we love you. Yeah.
True.
so it's better
True.
this week.
Yeah.
We're appreciating your singing.
Exactly.
I guess. American Idol. Here I go.
Yeah. Please do it.
Please,
Please do it.
we
We'll
can like back it with the podcast.
We'll send Chuck
like
with you.
sponsored.
We'll send Chuck with you. We'll
What
send,
song should I sing?
We'll send you and Chuck. Chuck can record it.
You know what he should sing?
I don't know what.
Which
The,
song?
I got the magic in
Oh,
me.
no.
Yeah, there we go. Or
Every time
Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it.
yeah, or this one.
Yeah.
Oh, not called, but it goes. Ah, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. So embarrassing.
And
This is why I like to be behind the camera. And barely pop in and out. Oh
My
god.
face hurts. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Good
Fuck.
stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it is tough. It's been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, we got our book club starting today.
Yes. Yes.
So last week we went over that we're going to be starting a, so this is something we already wanted to do, was dive back into the EU, right?
Yeah.
For me, there's a lot of these stories that are, near and dear to me that I've read a long time ago
Yeah.
that I've been wanting to revisit. But there's also a lot of stories that I still haven't read because there's a lot of Star Wars novels.
Yeah. There's a lot.
So and also there's a lot of people that always ask us like, hey, like, you guys are EU fans, where can we start?
Yeah.
Where can I start? Like,
Yeah.
where should I start? Because it is a daunting task, right? And like figuring out where to start. And honestly, in reality, it really doesn't matter where you start. When it comes to the EU,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it really matters where you start, as long as you're not starting with like a book that's in the middle of a series.
Yeah.
Like
of
that's
course.
different.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to start reading some Old Republic stuff, fucking go ahead.
Yeah.
If you want to read New Republic era stuff,
Yeah.
go right ahead. There's nothing.
There's no wrong way.
Everybody, exactly, and everybody who's an EU fan now that grew up with it or has been reading it for a while, they all started at a different point.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
because especially when you're a kid, it's like you don't know what the fuck, like,
Yeah.
especially when there wasn't internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Or like,
course.
it
was like what you could get your hands on. Like what was at your local library?
Oh, exactly.
What was at your school library?
Yeah,
Like,
or yeah,
you
exactly.
couldn't go on eBay and order a book. Like your parents
Exactly.
would slap the shit out of you. If you did that.
Same. No, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that or like in my case, like it was only whenever and my main focus for like personally and what I'm a fan of is like the comic books, right? So,
Yeah.
'cause I like the pictures and the artwork, right?
I like the colors.
I like the colors.
No, really? You like artwork?
It's cool. No, I do. I love it. And pretty much, I would only ever get new comics either when I went to Comic-Con
Yeah.
once a year, and it was the only convention that I would go to. And mind you, it wasn't fucking like enormous like it is now
No.
when I was little, right? So, and I grew up here. It's like San Diego Comic-Con wasn't as hard to access as it is now. Right?
No.
So I would go with my dad. I don't know how the fuck he got the tickets, but he did.
I ain't asking any questions.
Yeah.
And seriously, I think one of the earliest ones I still remember like getting there like the day of
Yeah.
and just going up to one of the ticket things.
Like
and
box office?
They either had maybe it was Will Call. I may be misremembering that. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
But no, you could buy them the same
Yeah.
day for a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
No, it was recent. It's recent. It's more recent than not that where it's like it's impossible
I'd
to
say
get
like the
tickets,
last
right?
10 years it's been like
No.
15.
15.
It's been impossible.
Yeah. But either way, it San Diego Comic-Con, I for the longest time thought it was the only comic convention.
That's crazy.
Like, I didn't know.
That is such
Yeah.
a niche experience
yeah.
to be like. I mean, you were a kid,
I was
so
a
you
kid,
didn't
and
know.
I didn't
but
have
like,
access to the internet.
but looking back at it now, to say like, my first convention was San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I went every
Flex.
year, and like, but you had no idea what it would. I mean, no one really knew that it would get as big as it did.
No.
But it's crazy that you have those memories, like going all the way back.
I remember it when it like some of the most vivid memories I have of Comic-Con are like there were mainly comics.
Yeah.
There were mainly comics, and there were so many other like unique vendors.
Yeah.
That would do different things. It wasn't just like, and you know, now all you see is like pop resellers, right?
Yeah.
Most of that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, here and there you'll see like some of like the Silver Age or Golden Age or whatever comic dealers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't really not accessible, but like most of the people
It's very niche.
it's a very
audience.
even within the comic book community, I would say
Yeah.
it's niche to be like one of those guys that's like gets everything fucking graded and wants to you know.
You kind of have to be a certain age, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
Not have to, but like if it's the nostalgia, then
Yeah.
that's a much older like audience. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I remember when I was going, there were a lot more like bigger comic book booths. Like now it's like you'll see a 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 and like a bunch of those.
Yeah.
But like our friend George, there were like, I would say 5 at least different booths of that size
Oh wow.
scattered throughout the
Yeah.
convention center. And our friend George, he's a comic book dealer. He runs Comic Age, and he's always at San Diego Comic-Con, WonderCon, I think New York Comic-Con. They do a bunch of the main conventions. So if you go to any of these and you buy fucking comics from a big comic book dealer, it's probably him.
Yeah. He's the realest.
He's the
We
realest.
love
He's the
him.
coolest. He's a family friend.
And his wife.
And his wife,
their
May.
baby.
Like they're awesome. They're awesome. They're super cool. But anyway, they have like, what would you say? It's like a 10 by...
I'd say a 10 by 15.
They're huge. Yeah, they have
Booths.
like
not
booths.
10 by 15 feet.
No.
10 booths by 15 booths.
Yeah, it's huge. It's
Yeah.
really big. And he has a crazy amount of like inventory and like, and that, so he's who I would go to every year.
Yeah.
Every year, once a year, when I wanted to buy the comics that I didn't have or try and find new Star Wars comics. And what's cool is like when I was little, like my favorite things to collect, my 2 like comic book fandoms that I would always go looking for was obviously Star Wars.
Yeah.
Top was Star Wars, always Star Wars.
Duh.
And then, but right under, because they're some of the fucking coolest comics, and you should read them. They're awesome if you are into sci-fi and all that awesome stuff. Is the Predator comics.
Yeah.
So I would always be looking for all the Predator comics, Alien versus Predator, even the Alien comics. I just consider them the same.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, they're adjacent.
cousins.
Well, yeah, and they have the Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
It's a, you know,
They're buddies.
if you talk to people in that fandom, it's a little weird. But
What do you mean?
well, because it's
Are they like, is it like Star Wars versus Star Trek?
I can't remember, but I think it might be like the creator of Alien doesn't really consider the Alien versus Predator stuff a part of his like canon. And so a bunch of people think the same way, but for a while now they've been hand in hand.
I've
right?
always associated the two with each other.
I'm just saying it's nerd shit that
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's the same
like,
shit,
yeah.
right? Not the same shit,
Well,
but
technically,
they go hand in hand. So anyway, I would always go for Star Wars comics and Predator comics, and George, that's pretty much how we met. Is he would always remember me,
I love that.
and I would come to his booth every year, and then after a little while, he had like a little. He would have one or a couple like comic book boxes that he would put under the table for me.
Oh,
Right, like he'd put stuff aside. He would
Yeah.
remember like the stuff I bought from
Yeah.
pretty much what I was missing or like what I
Yeah.
would like
Yeah.
or what I
That's
might
so
not
dope.
have. It was really cool.
He
He is the coolest.
Yeah.
He's the
He
realest.
is the coolest. And I met
And
him.
it's impressive, like how much he knows about comics.
It
Like
is. It's
he
all
knows
in
the
here.
issue number. He knows the artist that did the cover. He knows what it's worth, like currently. But like thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of comics.
Not
It's
a-
crazy.
Not just that, he knows if he has it
Yeah.
and where he has
inventory,
it
yeah.
and where he has
Like
it.
which warehouse.
Yeah.
Or like what he sold to people. He'll remember. Like
Oh,
someone
the
will
fucking
come
guy
up.
with the blue shirt. And,
Yeah. He'll be like photographic memory.
Oh
He has a
my
photograph.
God.
That's why he's
That's
so good
awesome.
at what he does.
No, he's
Because you
super cool.
have to be like that to run a comic shop.
Exactly.
I was
It-
successful.
I mean,
one.
yeah, successful if you're good at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew
It's
him
impressive.
before he even knew his wife.
That's crazy.
Before he
Yeah.
got married. Before
I was there first.
I was there first. No.
George is mine.
But what I'm saying is, like, I remember when they met and like when
Yeah.
he started like telling
Like,
us
lady
about
friend.
that he like met someone, right?
Yeah,
Because it was fun. So this is jumping a few steps, but that's pretty much how I met him, and that's how we like I got to know him a little better, right? Is because I would only go to his booth
Yeah.
every year. I would only go
Loyal.
to his booth. But that's pretty much like how we got to know him, and then like after a while, like, well, my dad or my mom or both of them were always like with me when I went,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they would like talk, and then after a while, my dad like found out that he was Armenian
Yeah.
and we're Armenian.
Yeah.
And like from that moment, it was a
Immediately
different
family.
relationship.
Yeah,
it was
of
a different. It was family, right?
Yeah.
So especially because like we'd always go to him, right? And but literally 90% of my comic collection comes from George.
That's crazy.
So it would be like that's where I would find like all of my like the Thrawn trilogy comics, all of like the Shadows of the Empire comics, right? And like all of the those iconic like Star Wars comic series.
Yeah.
Those I got from him because I missed those. Those came out before I was collecting.
Yeah.
So it was either I would go to Comic-Con to get those comics that I missed, or I would go to Borders. Do you remember fucking Borders?
I do.
I would go to Borders. Sometimes Barnes and Noble, but I like Borders better because they had more of like a comic selection,
Yeah.
and they had Seattle's Best Coffee, which fucking slaps.
There you go.
And it would always smell
Sponsor.
good. So I would always go to Borders for the new comics.
Okay.
I didn't know fucking comic shops even existed.
You thought it was just like gotta get it.
No,
or
I
it's
did.
gone forever.
Here's the thing: like I grew up without I didn't get a cell phone until I was like in 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah.
Same at around that same time. I went that whole time without a computer. So
Yeah.
like it was just like the
Just-
shit I
yeah,
knew.
You're just
you know?
unaware. Yeah.
So I would go to Borders, and they would always put the comic like the Star Wars comics under like in the newspaper racks, or not the newspaper, the magazine racks, and they was on the bottom shelf always.
So you always knew where
by
to
like
go.
the Sudoku and like all
my
that
God.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that shit. It was by there, and it was in the back shelf. So that's when I was getting the Knights of the Old Republic comics or the Old Republic comics, and like that's where they had those. But I still have vivid memories of that.
Yeah.
Of like going that, like that is where I would get the newer stuff, right? The stuff that was coming out 2008, 2005, like those years. Like the Dark Times comics. Anyway, I always go off on tangents when it comes to this.
We were talking about the book club.
Sorry. Here, why don't you take
You're
over?
fine. You're fine. Yeah. So we're starting with Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah.
Which is in between episode 5 and 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's a really good place to start. We're starting in the OT. I honestly think the stories between 5 and 6 are some of the best stories in all of Star Wars, like across the board. Like, it's just because it's such it's the height of the rebellion.
It's it's not just the height of the rebellion, but it's like the Empire is struggling so much to like keep their grip on the
Yes.
galaxy
Yes.
that, and because of the rebellion, that they are losing control of like the Outer Rim, and
Yeah.
like everything is madness.
Yeah.
It's like the Hutts are like
Everyone's waiting for the Empire to
Yeah.
fall so they can like replace
exactly
them. pretty
so
much.
it's a very
Yeah.
interesting time, a point in the timeline that I've always loved, and that's why we
Yeah.
were super excited when the Star Wars Outlaws game, when it was
Yeah,
announced and
yeah.
that trailer came out, because it's literally that very same vein as Shadows of the Empire, and no shade at all. I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's
it's
super,
an awesome
super cool.
era. And the comics recently, a lot of the runs have been between
most
5
of
and
them.
6.
All of them, actually.
It's also a very important part in the timeline because this is after Luke and Vader know that, like,
Who they are.
who they actually are. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just enemies. Like, you're, oh my god, that's my dad. Oh my god, that's my
Yeah.
son. So that also adds a whole other level of, like, craziness and emotional ties, and just makes it that much more intense. And like, they have there's a lot to play around with in that time period. Poor Han, unfortunately, is out.
Is not present currently. I mean, he's there. He's definitely there.
He's a wall ornament, but he's with us in spirit.
He's a masterpiece. Give him a little more credit.
He's a masterpiece.
Like in
Get my goose sad. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this book club with everyone, and this is an open invitation to everyone. You don't even have to have watched all the Star Wars movies. We don't care. Jump in with us. You can either buy a hard copy, you can do the Kindle, you can do audiobook, whatever you're comfortable with and whatever you have the time for, because we understand reading is very time consuming. So if you just want to get an audiobook, listen to it on the way to work or when you work out or whatever. Did we say 5 chapters a week?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing 5 chapters a week because I think that will be, that's reasonable and that's doable for most, and at least for us, right?
Yeah.
That I think that's also enough, and where it's also enough but also not too much to talk about on one episode.
I agree. If we want to break stuff down, it's going to be hard to do that if we're doing 10 chapters.
Exactly. So we were thinking about 10, and they were like, it's going to be a bit much.
Yeah, because the average book club, the idea is that you read 1 book a month, but like we were saying, we're gonna break it down. So we want to
and we like to digest our Star Wars and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did read the Bane trilogy in like a week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you technically could read ahead if you wanted.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, we are not there to decide.
Yeah. However you want to do it. But
we're fine.
But I'm excited.
If you want to keep up with us and just read as much as we're covering each week, we're reading 5 chapters a week. We gave you guys last week, so this past week, to get the book. Now we're going to be starting this week reading it.
Yes.
So next week's episode, we're going to be going over the first. We're doing like our recap, how we would normally do like a new Star Wars episode recap.
Yeah.
But we're doing it's going to be the first 5 chapters of Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah.
So Shadows of the Empire episode 1 recap next week. We're very, very excited. And I don't know if we mentioned this, but if you do want to get the book, either physical, audiobook, or Kindle or whatever, you can check out our Amazon link down in the description below. That does give us a little bit of kickback. So if you do want to support the podcast, that is also very appreciated. Yeah. But if you already have the book, then don't fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Read the book.
That's going to be really fun. I'm really excited because we're like, this is going to be a community thing, and I've really felt disconnected from the community with everything that's going on. So I'm excited that we're going to do like a Discord, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have a Discord, like a specific channel for you guys to join. Do we want to do like every Wednesday? Chat?
Wednesday we're going to be doing this. So
you're right.
Maybe Thursdays? After? Yeah. After we get to talk about it on here?
Yeah. And then we can talk about it Thursdays. Yeah.
Right?
I think that sounds good.
Okay.
So that gives them time to...
We'll see. I mean, we'll figure it out. There's no right or wrong.
I'm just trying to give them the
this.
information they need.
Just all you need to know is we're starting this week with 5 chapters of Shadows of the Empire. Join the Discord. There will be a channel on our Discord so we can talk about all things book club or EU, right?
Yes.
And yeah, this is how we fucking digest Star Wars. This is how we do it.
This is the way.
This is the way. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to find out what our next book is. We haven't even started. I'm like, what?
So excited.
Yeah.
Read all the books.
But yeah, all right. But yeah, okay. So on the topic of Empire and Vader, there was a clip that I put aside to watch.
Oh God.
I know. It's fine. Not yet. Because I think it gets us thinking, right?
Okay.
All right, so right now that we're on the topic of the Empire and Vader and, the cool shit, right? I saved this video that got me in my feels and got me thinking,
Okay.
right? About some OT stuff, and it's from the maker himself, and this is from an interview that I think we've seen before, but it's just a little snippet that, I don't know, this time it stood out to me. But
Yeah. Okay.
The prophecy is that Anakin will bring balance to the Force and destroy the Sith. He becomes Darth Vader. Darth Vader does become the hero. Darth Vader does destroy the Sith, meaning himself and the Emperor. He does it because he is redeemed by a son. So the prophecy is true. And by doing that, he redeems himself and goes from being Darth Vader back to being Anakin again. I like the idea that the person you thought was the villain is really the victim. And that the story is really about the villain trying to regain his humanity. It becomes really the story of Darth Vader's redemption. Everybody thought of Darth Vader as this big evil guy that had no heart. He was just evil. But in the end, it's not that at all. And here's a guy who has lost everything. The prophecy is that...
Yeah.
did that fuck you up?
Yeah. That's
So
deep as shit.
I watched this, and my favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Because of that very reason, right? Because it's the conclusion to the story of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's Star Wars is always and will always be this story where it's like you thought it was about Luke Skywalker, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's about Anakin, the chosen one. The original trilogy is about Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
But it's about how important family is.
Yeah.
And love
And
is,
love,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean. So, there's that's boiling it down very.
Of course,
But there's
yeah.
a lot more, but I love it. Right. I love Return of the Jedi. I love, my favorite scene is I'm a Jedi like my father before me, right? Because of what it means, right?
Yeah.
And what it represents, and how only a hero could have made that decision.
Yeah.
Right? Someone that knew they were gonna die, but chose to throw away the lightsaber anyway.
The
Yeah.
ultimate sacrifice.
Exactly. And no one can bring back Vader. And this is tying into Rebels,
Yeah.
which we were just talking about a
Yeah,
couple days
yeah,
ago, where it's like no one was going to bring Anakin Skywalker back. And the only person that could have was dead.
Mhm.
Padme,
Yeah.
right? And so not Obi-Wan, not Ahsoka, not anybody was able to bring
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker back, but his son was able to.
Yeah.
His son that never gave up and refused to give up on, even though his dad is the worst fucking person in the galaxy,
Yeah.
he said, no, I know there's still good in him.
Yeah.
The same thing that his mom said before she died
Mm-hmm.
is there's still good in him.
Yeah.
Right?
And in the comics, the ones we've been reading recently,
The canon ones?
yeah, Vader goes back to Naboo, and he's like looking for clues as to because he wants to figure out who took Padme and like where the babies were born and all that.
Yeah.
Right. This is after Episode 5.
Yeah.
And he leads him this place, that place, this place, whatever. He goes to the medical center where the children were born, and one of the droids is destroyed, but he like grabs the hard drive or whatever, plugs it in, and it plays the birth.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it shows Padme saying that. He watches that clip of Padme saying there's still good in him. So he sees that.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that adds to that moment in Return of the
to where
Jedi.
his son is literally like,
because
you're
his
full of it.
son, who was literally a couple minutes old when she says this, is saying the same thing. And that's what's so powerful about this story is Padme knew him and loved him. Luke didn't know him, but still loved him.
yeah,
Flaws and all, even after telling her,
flaws
like, I just
and all.
murked
Like,
the whole village.
He knew the worst side of him,
Yeah.
exactly.
but he still loved him and believed that his dad could not fix what he had done, but end it.
yeah,
End the cycle.
yeah. So there's a lot. There's obviously a lot that we can dive into each corner of that. But what really like stood out to me watching this clip was, I mean, how many times have I fucking watched Return of the Jedi, right?
A lot.
And watching this, it's like, and again, I'm just regurgitating shit, obviously, that we know, where it's like,
Yeah.
Vader or Anakin comes back at the end and eventually fulfills the prophecy of the Chosen One by not just killing the Emperor but himself and bringing balance. But it's not even just that, where it's just to bring balance, or like, oh, he died because his helmet was off. Vader could have been saved.
Yeah.
I mean, and like once he takes his helmet off and whatever, he didn't have to die.
No.
He could have been saved, especially with the technology, and Luke could have put his helmet back on, taken him to a hospital, and he would have lived, right? But I feel like, and this is just, I don't know, this is me reading into it, it's like Anakin knew that the only way to pay for what he did,
It's a cosmic debt.
it's a cosmic, he's like, I have to die.
Yeah.
As the only way I can repent, I can repent for my actions, for my transgressions, right? If you want to say. So that shit, I was watching this, and just shit took me out, because I was like, my God, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew he could have lived. He's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He's Darth fucking Vader. He's survived.
And now he
worse.
has a son.
And now he has
his
his son
daughter,
and his
he has
daughter.
a reason.
He has his family
to
back.
be alive. The reason he was Darth Vader was because he thought Luke was dead.
Yeah.
His son or
Exactly.
daughter, he didn't know they were twins. Whatever. Their child.
Yeah. But he knew
But
that he didn't deserve them.
yeah. No.
Especially after everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just to fulfill the prophecy, but it was him.
it was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do,
Yeah.
is to let himself die,
Yeah.
to pay for everything that happened, for everything he did. He knew the galaxy will be better off without me. You know, that is some crazy shit.
I don't know if Vader could be a part of the New Republic.
listen, what is more Jedi than that?
Yeah.
Than making
it's
that
like-
decision. It's
it's-
literally the same decision Luke made.
Yeah.
It's the same decision. It's the same decision that Luke
I
Skywalker
will
made
die.
right before.
Yeah.
He said, Luke made the decision of, I either kill Darth Vader, my dad, I either kill him, become a Sith, and I have unlimited power.
Yeah.
I give in to this temptation. Or my other option is to die for what is right.
Yeah.
He chose to die for what was right.
I feel like nobody
And-
ever talks about that part of the story.
And Vader, moments later, dies for what he knows is right. Yes, after all of the horrible shit, but that's literally what the
But he
story
still
is.
made a choice.
But that's literally what the
Yeah.
story is, and that's what George, the maker, is talking about. Is the story is about redemption, no matter how far you've gone, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean everyone's gonna forgive you. Like,
No.
Leia still fucking hated his guts, and at least in the EU, in Truce at Bakura, another book that we could read, she pretty much has an entire conversation with his Force ghost where he's literally trying to be like let's talk, please, and she's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Damn.
Like, I don't want to talk to you. And he's like the embodiment of the light side of the Force at that point.
Yeah, she's
You know
like,
what I mean?
I'm gonna...
She's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
You blew up my favorite restaurant. I don't want to talk to you.
Damn.
Yeah. Just the restaurant. I think the entire chain.
Her favorite pizza
My
place.
community like a balloon.
So, you know,
Yeah.
there's still redemption for your soul, right? For your
Yeah.
for your spirit,
Yeah.
right? For
And-
who you are truly.
And people also never want to take this into consideration. They always come at it with a biased look at it. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, Vader is the worst person ever.
There's no question.
No question. I am not defending what he did, but he did kill the Emperor.
Yeah, he did.
That's what the whole rebellion was trying to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
He's like, cheat
So-
code. Let me just jump off.
he did do good in the end, and that's the point. Is yes,
Yeah.
he did horrible things his whole life, but in the end, he made the right choice.
Yeah.
His final choice was the right choice. Was kill the Emperor
And myself.
and myself.
It's
and,
honor.
And yeah,
It's honorable. It's the honorable thing. It's the right
Yeah.
thing to do.
yeah,
Not just for yourself, but in the eyes of the galaxy. In, you know, not just the galaxy
You know,
as the people, but like
yeah.
the galaxy as, you know, the energy,
The-
the
yeah.
karma, right? I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah, yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm trying to
yeah.
say?
yeah.
So that I don't
Ultimate
know.
balance.
That shit. I don't know why this time it like maybe
We
it's
saw
'cause-
it a different way.
yeah.
No, that's why Anakin is my favorite character, because it's so complex. Like, he really is like 10 different characters, like, throughout his life.
Oh yeah.
He's the same person, but like, he goes through so, like, the kid on Tatooine is a completely different person than the kid that's in Coruscant, than the kid that is a Padawan, than the kid that is a Jedi Knight. Like,
Yeah.
each era of his life,
Well, that's
And-
also how real people work.
exactly.
You know?
And that's why I think Anakin and Vader, like, he is the best movie character of all time, because we have seen his entire life and we can learn from his entire life. Most stories, especially like heroes' journeys, you meet this character when they're 18, 19. It's a coming of age story. They've never been on their own before. They've always just done what their parents told them. They're always given into peer pressure. They're thrown into something. They're now alone and they don't know what to do. They meet a master and their master tells them what to do, blah, 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 right? That's the age-old story.
Yeah.
But that's like, it could be a month long. That movie could take place over a month.
Yeah.
That movie could take place over maybe
A day.
A day.
It could be a
like,
day. A
but
movie is an hour and a half long.
At max, at max, it'll be like 6 months. You know,
Yeah, or something.
like most movies.
With a training montage and then
Yeah,
the final
exactly,
fight.
exactly. But we've seen so much of Anakin and so much of Vader, like screen time, movies, books, games, action figures.
I think Vader
It's crazy.
is the most we've seen in like
of a character.
in Star Wars media,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With comic books, novels, games,
Yeah.
movies, shows combined,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Vader
Yeah.
hands down.
He has the
for
most
sure.
screen time.
Yeah.
Like not
Like
literal screen time.
not
but-
just
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. All right, but no, yeah, it's crazy because he really, like, I think you hit it, right on the head. He's teaching us like human lessons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Through Darth Vader,
That's
which
so
is
badass.
fucking weird.
It's
and
weird,
crazy.
but it's
crazy.
It's that's what the story is, though, is like, you could put yourself in Luke's shoes. You could put yourself in Anakin's shoes.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes a story good, is when they're relatable, not when they're not relatable, not when they're superhuman, right? But when they do things that you relate to and you're like, I've been in that situation before, or if I was in that situation, this is how I would handle it, because that's how my hero handles it.
Vader is extremely superhuman.
Oh yeah.
You know, very but even superhumans are human.
Yes.
In their soul, right?
Yeah.
Like they make mistakes. Like no one's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
And it's the same argument with but here's the thing. I think there's a distinction in what you're saying. I don't think a character needs to be relate. Like I don't think I need to relate to fucking a character to enjoy them. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
It's like I didn't like who the fuck relates to Boba Fett? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Ex-Marines.
Either way, like you know, it's like either fucking way.
No, yeah, you're not flying around like, with a jetpack
or
riding a Bantha.
I'm not gonna fucking go through the Rolodex of characters, but like there's so many characters that like people don't necessarily need to relate to, but it's like you fucking love them, right?
But like at the end of the day, they process what they're going through the same way that we do.
Oh
like,
exactly.
Still
yeah.
human.
I relate to Max Rebo in weight and singing.
And cheeked up.
Oh my god. Oh, Max.
But it really is crazy, and I don't know how I keep watching little tidbits of Star Wars that I've it's been my whole life.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing.
That's what makes it so good.
I think that's the thing too, is as you grow and learn, and as you grow as a person, you see things differently.
Oh yeah.
When you rewatch these movies.
Yeah.
And these stories. Yeah. And that's why I'm excited to go through the EU again, because you know it's going to be very different this time around.
Yeah.
Not
different
just
things are going to stand out or resonate with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Because everybody goes through different points in their life at different points in their life, right? Yeah. So it's like, and as we change those hats that we wear throughout our life, just like how we were talking about, Vader is like 10, we've seen him as like 10 different people throughout his life. It's like Star Wars is still making an impact on you, even fucking 20 years later, right?
Yeah.
So, it's fucking crazy.
Star Wars is awesome.
On a side note, Bella brought up a really good point the other day. Would you like to share?
Yeah. So we were just talking, like, I don't know how we got on this topic. We just talk about Star Wars all day long, right? But we were talking about, we're like, okay, wait. To be honest, like, if we look at if we take a step back and we don't look at the story as it is, right? If we want to be annoying and nitpicky.
Hot take. Smells like
hot take, I guess. It's
just an observation.
It's just an observation.
It's just an observation.
You're telling me that Vader had not one, but 2 Death Stars, and he didn't blow up Tatooine? Like, he hated that place.
But it's his mom's resting place, right? Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Technically, yes.
So that'd be so fucked up.
We didn't think about that.
Maybe that's why.
That's right. See, that's why we have Silva.
Only for Shmi.
Leave it to the guy who doesn't know the order.
Only for Shmi.
That might be it. That's that
But like
alone.
Everything else.
No, he did it for Uncle Ben.
Well, never mind. I've been debunked, I guess. He didn't want to blow up his
mom's grave. Yeah.
So Vader did have a soft side.
Yeah, that's the point of the original trilogy.
Yeah. He loves his mama.
He loves his mama.
Mama's boy.
That's why every time he goes to Tatooine, he
slaughters
literally another village of sand people.
He does. Did you know that? Every time he goes back, he just like murder hobo. Just
Let me connect back with my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna search it up?
Yeah, but Bella can take over. I don't know why she never does.
I don't know. I'm just reading. Anyways, so I mean, yeah, no, that does make sense. But like, also, we wouldn't have any movies if Vader just blew up Tatooine.
Or shows, you know.
Yeah, we wouldn't have anything really.
So yeah, pretty much Vader goes. I forget which issue it is, but every time he goes to Tatooine,
Yeah.
you can show it.
Cool.
Every time he goes to Tatooine, you know, just for
Shits and giggles.
For memory's sake.
Because you don't fuck with tradition.
Oh.
He goes.
My man is consistent, if anything.
He goes and slaughters an entire village of sand people.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Like a night out, right?
Feeling myself. Freaking selfies. Like,
Look at him. And all my present business is concluded.
He said, this isn't
Dead.
personal. This is business.
Yeah. Not just the men, but the women and the children.
Yeah. Okay,
Again.
show the shrine, though.
Oh, yeah. I was about to. So because he does this, there is an entire... I don't know if it's all the sand people, but I think it is just like a certain tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was convinced
Did he
that...
become like the boogeyman?
I was convinced... Espérate. I was convinced that the sand people that we see in Book of Boba, that like nurse Boba back to life, because they wear black and red, was this tribe. I thought it was this tribe, and I was like, holy shit, they're going to show us this or whatever. But pretty much because Vader goes back, whenever he goes back to Tatooine and fucking murks these, sand people, they now think he's like a malevolent god.
They don't think he's like a human.
They don't think he's human. And they fucking worship him like a deity. And they sacrifice their own to keep him away.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's really intense.
You're
So-
torturing this guy. Like,
They
It's
built
very
that
intense.
shrine for him.
So it's Burning Man out on the desert, out on the Dune Sea, and it's all sand people.
oh my god.
Worship.
So when they do it, it's fine. But when I do it, it's wrong.
Yeah.
When I do it, it's a cult.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When I do it, they call it a cult.
I would just be like, you know how like when your husband, but you know what I mean? When your husband is
I
like
can
in
relate.
the CIA and like he can't tell you what he does for work.
Yeah.
You're just like, how's work? Good. You know?
Yeah.
I would just do that with Vader. I'd be like, just don't tell me what you do. We'll just have dinner, hang out.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying if I was married to Vader.
Oh.
You mean like every
Oh, okay.
mobster's wife?
Yeah, like don't tell me. I don't need to know.
Just keep the diamond
keep
rings
that
coming.
shit to yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it coming.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Give me the Wampa fur coat.
We don't talk about business at the dinner table. I mean, yeah, if I was married to Vader, I would also just like...
Okay. I don't need to know. Did you bring milk home? That's all I need to know.
Anyway. Okay. Excusing murder.
Squeeze me.
Speaking of... Okay. Can we please talk about this? Because
What?
it's
Go ahead.
fucking about time that we do. You're not sharing the screen, are you?
No.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay. Faith. Right there.
I mean... Okay, listen to this.
Okay.
Watch this shit. You're giving me shit for being worried. And where are the fucking pictures? Every time I upload shit, they're not here.
What?
Oh, no, they're here. I have them. So, we're editing we're making like the clip, the social media clip. And our boy here,
What
the
did I do?
funniest shit. The funniest shit, bro.
Oh hell no! Not embarrassing. Oh
We
my
were
God.
dying.
We were
watching
dying.
this.
What did I
So
do?
last week we were talking about our trading card game obsessions and how we're very
Oh, yeah.
excited for Star Wars Unlimited, and how we've kind of taken that deep dive back into Pokemon and how we love Magic the Gathering,
Yeah.
all that fun stuff. And I shared with you guys, if you watched last week's episode, you will remember the new Star Wars Unlimited cards that we got in the mail. The Gen Con exclusives, the first 2 cards to be
Yeah.
released in the new game. And so I can't. So just so you guys know, I can't see the fucking cameras, right? Only the editor can see the cameras. And this is what he tells me is good.
You're
Right.
good.
He's like, you're good. So all right. Are you sharing the screen?
I'm gonna.
Oh, I guess. Wait.
What?
Oh, here. It's popping up on my screen. Okay. So
I mean, that's way closer than the other camera.
just
That's
listen.
what I meant.
Okay.
You were expecting them
This
to
is
read?
listen.
No.
So I was showing the camera, right?
Yeah.
First it was doing here, and I did not protest. I agreed. He said, "Don't show them to this camera. Show them to this camera." So I said, "That's right.
Closer. Yeah.
You know, that's smart." So I did, and I'm doing this, and he's like, and I'm like, "Is it good?" Like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you can see it better. Yeah.
Yeah, is it centered?
I mean, come
Is
on.
it centered?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Obviously, it's not, but that's what
Look
I
at
mean.
this
Like,
one.
I'm just in the background.
it's
Right?
okay.
Now look at this one.
Stop being a perfectionist. It's
Look
way
at that.
better than what it was before.
Look at that.
You
No.
can clearly see the image. Okay, so what you wanted me to say is left,
Yeah.
up, left.
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
Like,
Just say move it right a bit or left a bit. No, that's my right. Move it right a bit so that it's centered. That's
debatable.
that's. You're the producer. Why am I producing?
Oh my god.
Exactamente, mamon. Look at this. Look at that.
I can clearly
That's
see
barely
both
in the
cards.
fucking screen. That's barely
Bella's
in the
just
screen.
serious as fuck. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Because I don't think you can see my face. My face was covered.
I'm frustrated.
Arakel's also flipping off the camera.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
all y'all. I got both the promos.
Yeah. Look at that one. Yeah. It's both. No, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. I'm sorry. But
He was flipping me off, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it was.
I was.
A
For not to-
preemptive fuck you.
preemptive fuck you. Jeez. So yeah, we were making the clip, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, trust me. if you-
because I go, is it good? You're good.
Yeah, because I can clearly see the picture. I mean,
Perfect.
I don't have to read what the description says.
Okay. When you have a frame, a camera,
There you go.
You know how anal he is about everything.
Yeah.
So
I
just
know.
tell him.
just be like, move over a bit.
Okay.
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 Shake on it.
No, it's because I know how that's gonna go too. So like, it's okay.
Oh my god.
Wait, you're taking too much time. It doesn't matter if it's too high or too low. It's like I know that's gonna happen. So it's okay.
Okay. Well, when it happens,
I
it'll
understand
happen.
you though.
Oh,
I
okay.
understand you though. Okay.
For next time.
For
For next
Just
time.
communication.
Next promos you get.
Next promos
The
we
next one-
get
there we go.
for
Eldraine,
the Star
right?
Wars.
Eldraine?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Box stopper or some shit.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Let's talk about Magic one more hour.
No. We're good. We're good.
Okay, wait, I actually sent some like really good stuff to the Dropbox.
To the Dropbox? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what the fuck.
Book is up,
What
cat.
the fuck is that? All right. What's
okay.
Do
this one? This one?
start with the first one. Okay, this one is in honor of Starbucks releasing their fall drinks tomorrow and their
Oh,
fall
God.
snacks.
Pumpkin spice.
Hey.
This isn't specifically fall, but it's just a Starbucks thing,
Okay.
and I laughed really hard. I think you
All right,
guys will enjoy
Go
this.
ahead.
I understand why y'all be getting Starbucks now. My tattoo artist treated me, and first sip, I felt the blood rush to my pussy in ways I've never felt before. I feel like such a bad bitch right now. I'm unstoppable, baby.
I feel like such a bad bitch right now.
I fucking love that. That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Holy shit. Are you, have you been itching for your...
Okay, they are releasing. I have never been like a tumbler girl. Like they have like the cups, the
Oh,
reusable
yeah,
cups
'cause
with
I was
like
like-
the straws.
Yeah,
No,
I was
no,
about to be like,
Tumblr,
cap.
the
You were on
app.
Tumblr.
Tumblr the app, yes. No, actual physical Tumblr, because I don't like not being able to seal it closed.
Yeah.
You know, like ones that close. But they released this one that looks like Nickelodeon slime.
I thought you were going
What
to
the
say
fuck?
Nicolas Cage.
No. Like slime. It's lime green.
Because she goes,
The fall
"There's one that looks
collection."
like nickel, and I was like,
Nickelodeon.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
No, Nickelodeon slime. Like
we-
you've
Now
been
they have to
slimed.
make a
Okay.
drink about Nick.
And it's all everything is like neon green, and then it has like drippy, and it looks really like.
Do you know the
spooky
name
and
of it? Can
I
Arakel
mean,
search it. Put green drink. I guess.
probably look it up.
All right, let's see.
Starbucks, but yeah,
Starbucks.
I want to go. Maybe I'll go.
Is it
tomorrow.
green?
Is it over?
Look up
like a shamrock
green,
shake type of shit, or what?
green slime.
Bella, is
fall tumbler.
Is it like a shamrock shake type of shit?
It's not a drink. It's just
Oh.
the cups. They sell the cups. They sell like mugs. They're doing like keychains now. Yeah, there it
this
is.
one?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It is pretty cool. It's
like-
literally a Nickelodeon.
Because
slime.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
it does. What the
that's
fuck?
what I mean.
Wait,
'cause-
is it a Ghostbusters one?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it?
This is on a Ghostbusters news website.
Oh, I don't know if it's like. Is it a
Let's see.
collab? I thought it was just like ooze.
I think it's for Halloween, just for ooze.
Yeah.
But the Ghostbusters people are like,
They're all over
Yo!
it. Yeah, so I won't be able to get
We're
one
claiming
because they're gonna. Yeah, they're claiming that shit. But.
all right, let's see. Something strange will soon be available at your nearest Starbucks, as in celebration of the impeding spooky season. The Java Giants will be releasing a new tumbler that features a rather funky slime dripping effect. The reveal came from Instagram user at the Tumblr Girl.
I love that.
Yeah, it's not like an official Ghostbusters one. It's
Yeah.
just you can get it.
Glows in the dark.
Oh
Glows in the
shit!
dark.
it does.
Oh,
It
I'm
does
getting
glow.
it for sure.
Okay, but why doesn't the drippy glow in the dark? I guess because then
it's
you can see
plastic.
it.
Like it's a different material.
I guess,
think.
but
It looks
I
like
Yeah,
guess
it's also
fangs
like-
now, though. That's cool.
yeah, that's cool.
So, I'm excited.
How much is it?
$29.95 or $42.95 if you're in Canada.
It's a lot of money. Yeah, but it's so cute. It is so cute.
But yeah, it is pretty
They
cool.
usually make like
Yeah.
they have this kind of. If you just go back to the Google search, like the pictures we were looking at, the previous tab. Like if you go down, they usually just release like solid color ones. I think that's custom. I don't think that's official Starbucks. But usually they just have go down to that one on the right.
This one?
That one. Yeah. They usually do stuff like that where it's kind of like textured, like kind of like honeycomb. They do
yeah, I've
that a
seen
lot,
those.
and they'll just do like different colors.
Yeah, like chrome or
like
gold
chrome or
and shit,
gold.
yeah.
Like they're nice, but like I've never been like, oh, I need that. But I saw the slime one, and I'm already in like Halloween mode, and I was like, I need
And
that. one.
actually, dude, this podcast is expanding my vocabulary. Then the outfit last episode, and then this one, I didn't know they were called tumblers.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tumblers. So excited for the. I think what is it? The pumpkin spice cold brew. That's the one I really like.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice, and they have like new treats too. They got like a pumpkin. It's like a croissant kind of. Or no, it's apple. It's like an apple croissant. And
Oh,
they
like
said
an apple tart or some shit.
apple
right?
pie.
Ooh.
And then another thing that's cool is they're gonna have a pumpkin spice martini at the Starbucks Reserves. So the like super
Martini?
fancy ones, yeah, they're serving alcohol.
Like the one we went to
Shaken,
in Chicago?
not stirred.
yeah, isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, they're expanding. There's like new drinks, there's new like treats and stuff, and then there's like new merch, obviously. But if I can get one of these, I
Well, head on over to Starbucks, everybody.
will. Not sponsored. I wish.
Right.
I
We
mean-
would all be so jittery from all the free coffee. Hey guys.
All the sugar.
Da-da. Oh my god. It's definitely spoopy season. Spoopy peepin'. Poop poop. Poopy.
Spoopy people.
Spoopy season is upon us.
Oh, you sound like that episode. Like, oh, can you put that song on the radio? Boop beep boop boop.
yeah. No, I think I want beep boop boop bop.
Yeah.
Beep poop.
Robot Pirate Island.
Robot pirate.
That's
Yo,
literally
walk the plank.
that's literally us, like falling asleep to some old sci-fi and then having nightmares all night.
Arg.
in our sleep.
You walk the plank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've officially lost our fucking minds.
Wait, just wait. I got better shit in that Dropbox.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's more. I got
Alright,
a bunch
let's
of
see.
stuff. I queued up.
This
This
one?
one's for
Bella
Silva.
and Ham this week.
I thought Silva would enjoy this.
Oh.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Go ahead.
This woman just asked me, "Who is that on your shirt? Gandhi?"
It's Aang from Avatar.
Who's that? Gandhi? Holy shit.
I got him.
Holy shit.
Put yourself on the fucking screen, dude.
Wait.
Shirt, Gandhi.
Oh my god.
Close, but
That's so
no.
funny. Fucking Gandhi. I mean, Gandhi could have been capable of such.
Avatar state.
Yeah.
The Avatar. That's where he is. He's stuck in the
Oh my
Avatar
God.
state.
All right. Go.
I was gonna
go
say
to
something
the one on the
fucked
end.
Shut up.
Go to the one on the end.
This one?
Stuck in
Yeah.
the hunger state. He's a hunger strike, right?
So wheezing over there. He thinks he's so funny.
I'm fucking hilarious.
I mean, there's some.
Hey.
This is more chaotic energy for you. I love this guy. He's the best.
Forgive and forget. Let go. Live, laugh, life, love. Let go. Let God. Hell fucking no. Die.
That's Vader.
Hell fucking no. Die.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Every time you murk those sand people.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell
Forgive and
no.
forget.
Forgive.
Fuck no.
Okay,
Oh.
and then the middle one on the bottom.
This one?
Yes.
He promised us peace.
Oh lord.
Hell fucking. All right. You ready?
What does it say? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
does
it says, "There's a world full of men that'll get you flowers, get you one that'll get drunk, and steal a bush for you."
Oh god.
I got you a plant for your front yard. Put it in your trunk.
I got you a plant for your front door. He's holding like a 3x3 bush that he ripped out of the earth. This
That's
was
a
not
shrub.
This was not a Home Depot. Like this was in the earth. It
That's a
had a
fucking-
home, and you
that's-
just took it.
That's a shrub from like in front of a Chili's.
Definitely. Definitely. Imagine like
Bro,
the
they're
people
fucking-
showing up to
they're
work the next
fucking-
day. Like, where's the fucking bush?
This guy's fucking gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're both gone.
Gone. No, yeah, he doesn't know where he is.
He's fucking 20 white clouds down.
20.
Woo!
I love that.
Yeah. Okay, this last one is definitely the funniest one.
Okay.
It's a little bit longer, but I promise you it's worth the payoff.
Shoot.
Okay.
I
Let's
died.
see.
I died. Because this is me, but with Star Wars.
Harry Potter TikTok is officially making me a criminal. I just got home from work and I was sitting in my car watching TikToks when I came across one about Harry Potter headcanons that were really sad. And I started crying because I'm emotionally unstable. 15 minutes later, I've composed myself and I'm still sitting in my car watching TikToks, and a police officer comes over and knocks on my window. And
No
he says,
way.
"Hi, we just got a call about a woman in distress in her car."
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yes, they play. They play. Keep going. Keep going.
I had to explain to a real-life police officer that I was crying in my car.
Damn.
I look so distressed over Harry Potter that someone felt the need to
God.
That's literally me watching
Yeah.
like sad Anakin edits. Like that's
It
me.
would.
But I do it at home. You know, I'm smart about it. I don't do it in public because then people would be like, "She needs to go
Yeah.
to the loony bin."
Yeah, no, it's every time she's quiet, like I don't hear her.
Yeah.
I'll just start hearing like the Revenge of the Sith, like the right, like the
eerie,
super
like,
sad, like sad and eerie, like the fucking Order 66 music.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there like, and I'm like, can you not?
As if it's the first time she's witnessing it.
Yeah.
That's what brings
these
me joy.
fucking these edits that are so depressing.
Yeah. That's just my lane on TikTok. Like I can't help it.
Depression.
Look, I get it if it's like look, we dissected an edit where George Lucas is talking about The Chosen One for like 30 minutes.
No, this is like the saddest scenes in Star Wars
with sadder music.
Compilation with even sadder music.
Yeah, no words.
Why do you do that to yourself?
No message. Like
it like scratches an itch that I can't scratch with anything else.
It's a weird ass itch.
Right? Misery.
This is what my life. This is my brain.
And you're like,
it hurts so good.
yeah.
Don't you know what emos are? Like that's kind of.
No, I know. It's just it's funny.
I mean, he married one.
It's just funny. I'm just saying.
It's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's
My pain is funny. No, it is.
What do you mean? Your pain is now my pain. So it's like,
Our pain.
yeah, I'm right next to you when you're watching them, so I'm also like,
Yeah, he can just hear it, and he's like, "Turn that shit off! You're making me sad."
because then I'll hear like Vader's like, like
I hate you.
No, not just that, but it'll that the Revenge of the Sith, the Revenge of the Sith moment, right? That moment does make me cry.
Yeah.
But what makes me cry harder is when he comes back in Return of the Jedi, and he's like, but I have to save you, and he's like, you already have, right?
Yeah.
That shit takes me out.
That's my favorite scene in Star Wars.
Oof. Yeah.
Like,
so she's playing that shit, and I'm over here trying to like.
And it's like TikTok, so it's like, you know, it's like 10 seconds and 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. It's just all sad. Not all. It's sad, funny. Sad, funny, weird.
It's like one funny, 10
like
sad.
sprinkled in.
You're my last fucking nerd.
I like what I like. What can I say?
That's fine.
This is your fault.
I know.
So you can't really say anything, to be
I
honest.
mean, I can say it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh, marriage.
Right?
It's already started. I already hate him.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've always hated him.
Oh, shit. With the 1-2 combo.
Yeah. It's okay. I hate me too.
Oh, I hate you too, bitch.
Everyone in this room hates you.
I know, right?
No.
Anyway.
Playing.
It's all love.
Do you have any clips?
Do I have any clips?
Hee hee ha ha clips.
Let me see.
Any pee pee poo poops.
Any pee pee poo poops. Fuck, I don't remember what this is, but I guess let's watch it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I actually don't really remember it, so let's see what happens.
Okay.
Rolling the dice.
So
Mate, we gotta go. What are you watching?
Gay porn.
What are you really watching?
Star Wars.
Which episode?
Oh.
It's fucking...
Is it episode 8?
I know what you're thinking, Dad, but I really do believe Rian Johnson successfully subverted the audience's expectations, and that's something to reward.
We are an original trilogy family. You know that.
But Dad, the graphics in the sequels are way better. Can't you just try and like them?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Oh, nice. That's what Obi-Wan says in episode 6, right?
It was Yoda, you fucking idiot.
Okay. But Dad, think about all the Star Wars shows that we get.
Some of them are alright.
Yeah. Like my favorite Book of Boba Fett.
It's a belt saber. What the
Belt saber? That's OP.
Bruh.
That's
Dude,
funny.
I need a chancla saber.
A chancla saber, yeah.
God.
But is the chancla the saber or like the for your feet?
Just the
for
tip
your toes?
of the chancla.
The
tip of the
buckle.
chancla? Oh.
So when you throw it,
The
whatever it hits you, you get
buckle?
fucked. What?
I guess I'm thinking of like a Birkenstock.
Like a Birkenstock? No.
You're saying a flip flop?
Yeah, like a flip flop.
There's different kinds of sandals.
There's only one.
You're talking about like the foam ones?
There's only one type of aerodynamic one.
The foam with the plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or the dense rubber one. Oh god.
Yeah, and
sucks.
sometimes if you get a good one of those, they'll come back.
That's like actually the funniest.
Like our
thing,
mothers
like,
turn into soccer, and they're like,
yeah, boomerang that bitch.
It like fucking, and then it comes back.
Ass.
It's so funny though because
Thor's
it's
hammer
like
style.
technically harmless. Like that's how the moms justify it, right? Because they're like, I'm not really hitting him. I'm throwing
They don't.
chancla, right? I mean, they could throw like a pan.
Yeah.
Bruh.
There are some moms that are like
my
that.
mom threw her fucking stiletto at me. The fucking heel went like swooshed by my head.
My
I was like,
God.
I could have died.
Oh my god.
That's
Dude,
intense.
okay, but I get it though. I usually want to throw a stiletto at you.
Something sharp.
Some pumps.
Something heavy.
Oh my god.
Something with some fucking.
Throw a dock.
Some weight on it.
Yeah, I just
Throw
chuck
a
a rock. What the fuck? Oh shit. Let's do a random clip again. Random wheel.
Okay, yeah.
Fate.
There's so,
What do you got
there's
in
no
here?
sound to this one.
Okay.
But Daniel Logan, young Boba Fett, posted this, and I don't know where he is, but there is like a wax sculpture somewhere of him as a kid, as young Boba Fett. And let's just watch it. All he says is, "Do you think this statue looks like me?"
Oh god.
Oh no, the eyebrows. Why is the arm just completely dislocated from the body? That's kind of cursed.
That shit's melting.
You know what? That reminds me of like the Renesmee baby from Twilight.
Oh my god. Oh my! I think this still looks better than Renesmee.
It does. It definitely does. But
Wasted Fett. It's
I
uncanny.
mean, the fit is right, but the body is not.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It looks constipated.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of things.
There's a lot going
but
on.
it's the face. They did him dirty a little bit, but that's funny.
That's
I died.
That's amazing.
Sorry for the listeners. It's just
They're like, I don't know what's
You
going
don't know
on.
what the fuck
Just
is going on.
watch our YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
The more reason to go into
Yeah,
YouTube.
go to YouTube. Check it out. It's hilarious.
See cursed images.
Yeah, and also this one does not have audio, but God, is it funny?
When you're the lieutenant and you're being attacked, but you're absolutely baked.
Oh my god. Oh.
He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Like, what's going on? Is this real? Am I imagining this?
He was like, "Yo, when'd y'all get on here?"
When you're the lieutenant and you're
We're under attack.
What's up with the fireworks?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so something I did want to talk about because it's definitely about time that we do talk about it, and I'm very upset with us. Very upset with us that we have not really taken that dive into it.
What?
Starkiller?
No.
Yeah, we haven't talked about him at all.
Yeah, at all.
I mean, we need
Is
to
the
dedicate
fucking
a whole episode.
No, it's the fact that aliens exist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this.
we haven't.
And this is like, okay, look, this shit is fucking crazy, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of tired that nobody thinks it is.
Are you surprised though?
Am I surprised? No,
No.
but at the same, but it's like, still, like, this changes everything.
Yeah.
This changes so much.
Unfortunately, I think it's more so people on a subconscious level don't want to deal with the consequences of this being true. Like, they're all in denial.
Yeah.
Because literally the United States government said that this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's multiple eyewitnesses, not just like any eyewitnesses, like credible,
Like
witnesses,
top of
like
the military.
top of the military. At like, I think one of the guys is like an admiral, like high up there for
like,
fucent 20 years
Yeah.
of service, like over
Yeah.
20 years of service. Like, it's not just a bunch of loonies. Just being like, I saw some, right?
Yeah.
No, like, it's been recorded, and the most credible source, not the most credible source, but like the most substantial case that has evidence that's recorded is the Tic Tac one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just seen by we'll watch this clip. It's kind of just like a bit of highlights from every part of this almost 3 hour hearing at the Capitol building.
Yeah.
The United States Capitol building, not town hall.
Yeah.
People are like, I'll believe it when they're on on the White House lawn. Well,
might be too late to start believing when they're here.
Right. This is pretty much it, right? That's pretty much like all we need is literally that is for them to land.
Yeah.
And be like, hello. But this is pretty much it, right? Like it's substantial evidence, and it's just at this point it's just you trying to go like, well, no.
Everyone wants to make a joke out of it, and it's like,
look.
Memes are fun, but
I'm
this
fine
isn't
with
a
jokes.
joke.
I'm fine with jokes. Like it's okay.
But
like,
I mean,
if you
they're
wanna...
discrediting it.
Yeah.
They're not saying
they're treating it as a joke.
Yeah,
they're treating
it like this isn't real.
No, yeah, but and I'm not saying like War of the Worlds, right? I'm not saying anything like that. But it's like, okay, let's backtrack a little bit. You know what? Why don't we just watch the video?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot.
But if you haven't been up to date with everything that's going on, I think obviously everything is fine. We're still here. But there's a lot to digest, right? There's a lot that we need to like kind of come to terms with, and like shit's going to like a lot more stuff than this is going to start coming out.
Yeah. And people should be aware of this. Not like you need to keep up with every single thing, but like this is like
don't ignore it.
This is life altering.
This is crazy.
Stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's just play it.
I watched the entire UFO disclosure hearing today, so you guys don't have to. Here's all the most intense, crazy moments mashed up together. Here you go. Please enjoy.
You believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Based on your...
Okay, so biologics, meaning like physical
flesh.
Like like beings.
Yeah.
Beings.
Yeah.
Non-human.
Yes.
That were recovered from whatever crash sites these are supposed to be from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't just one incident.
No.
Right? They're generalizing. There's only so much. Because look, this guy, Gersh or whatever, he's a whistleblower. He used to work for the government and had a lot of knowledge, like top secret classified knowledge, and has this knowledge of all of these projects and all these things that are being handled in secret.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And he is protected by the Whistleblower Act, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why he can even talk. But he is putting himself, and the other a lot of the other people that are also coming forward are putting themselves in like great risk.
In double tap range.
Yeah. So this is, by the way, this is crazy. Like you. And if you're like, well, they could be making this up. Why? Put yourself in a position that could get you killed, other than literally what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do. Because people need to know this.
The public needs to know if there is an entire department in the government devoted to this that we're
that
paying
whole segment,
for.
the whole like, can you handle the truth? Like the mass hysteria, and also I wouldn't say, damn, they should have done this sooner. I'm not gonna play that card because I guess that is a factor, right?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Ahead.
You can fucking handle it. You can handle it. Nothing is changing. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
We have known this as a people. Right?
Yeah.
Like, let's not be fucking...
Yeah.
Like, let's not beat around the bush here. Like, we've known. Like, everyone's like we're...
Everyone's like...
We are...
There's been multiple sightings and shit like that.
Not just that, but it's like
thousands
this
of sightings.
universe, for every star you see in the sky, there's like 2 or 3 or more planets. Like every star you see in the sky.
Galaxies on top of galaxies.
Yes, but you know what I mean? Like it's there's an unlimited amount of possibility. Like we cannot. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
That we're it.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And not only that, our universe like is trillions upon like more like trillions of years old, right?
Yeah.
It's very old.
Yeah.
We're one of the youngest stars in the solar, like in the
yeah,
not the solar, in the universe, right?
Yeah.
The chances of just like us being it,
yeah,
it's
bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's ego to think that we are the only and like perfect version
exactly
of life.
Exactly, and it's a little bit ignorant.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
We can't be it. Even if there's fucking mushrooms on Venus, we're not it. You know what I mean?
Whoa, my God.
Now you're getting crazy.
You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is like we can handle it. We can handle this news.
Well, I mean, think of it like we used to think that the sun revolved around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we found out that we revolved around the sun. And yes, people freaked out, but we survived. Like it was okay, and that's part of life, and that's part of science. That's part of learning about our natural world. Is there are a lot of things that we don't know or don't understand yet,
and still don't know yet.
And we're always, and we should always seek to learn new things. We shouldn't be afraid of the unknown.
We know more about outer space than we do our own ocean.
Yeah.
So that should fucking tell you how little we know.
It's even unexplored too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We
Most
can't
of
beyond a certain depth.
What the fuck just happened to that submarine?
Imploded.
Exactly. Like, that's exactly why we can't go down there. Yeah. We can't go down there. Jesus.
You're wrong for that.
Chill out. Anyway, I'm just trying to make a point.
So
okay. So there's still so much we don't know. I think we're stepping into a point in our lifetime, in our timeline, whatever you want to call
Humanity's
it. Humanity.
Timeline.
Exactly. In humanity, where we need to start approaching these things with an open mind.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, we went to Alien Con this last year.
We did.
Which fucking slapped. This last March was really, really cool. And we attended a few other panels. One of them, I forget the name of the panel, but this was a scientist, and he's not like, and it wasn't even a guy that's he's not even like a UFO like maniac. Like he doesn't even believe in it.
Yeah.
He was approaching his
like
entire talk. Yeah, he's a skeptic, and he was like, the chances are we're not alone.
Yeah.
Right? And there was a lot that he talked about, but I think the craziest, most notable thing that I did take away from his talk was about how precisely how old our universe is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for there to be beings, right? For there to be aliens, if we want to call them aliens, for there to be aliens somewhere in our universe that are capable of either interdimensional travel or traveling at the speed of light, or anything like that, like what the stuff that we see, that
we're still using rockets.
Yeah, like we can fucking we're monkeys with fancy technology. That's all we are, right? But pretty much what he was talking about is for their or even that's what it was. He was talking about like Roswell, right? And it's exactly this first part of this video that we were just watching, where we have supposedly recovered alien craft, right?
Yeah.
And that for the longest time, there's been rumors and talks, and which this meeting, confirms it now. But what he was talking about then, and this was before this, was if the government had that in their possession, and they were trying to backwards engineer it, it would take, it would be nearly impossible.
Yeah,
because we wouldn't have the tools.
Yeah,
to make
we don't
it
even
Not just
know
that.
where to start.
Not just that. If a civilization has that kind of technology to even reach us, right?
Yeah.
They're not just 10 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
They're not
eons,
50,
dude. Eons.
100, 1,000 years ahead of us. They're like tens of thousands of years, like more than that, hundreds of thousands of years ahead of us, right? And like I said, the fucking universe is old as shit.
Yeah.
It's old.
Yeah.
So literally all it would take is, and this is just one example, all it would take is for one civilization from the beginning of time to have survived, to have evolved, to have made it, right? To have grown technologically, how we have to this point. But they've been doing it for
way longer.
Yeah. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
the
like
probabilities of that are there.
It's like if you gave an iPhone to a caveman, would he be able to backwards engineer it?
True.
No, he wouldn't.
If you gave,
that's a good example.
Like, it's, what do you mean? He's using, he doesn't have it, like, language yet. Yeah, they can't even speak words.
Even if you gave an iPhone to somebody in the fucking 20s,
they'd
be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Maybe
Burn
eventually.
the witch.
Yeah, exactly. But eventually they might be able to figure it out.
only because it's like 100-year
But,
gap.
but
if we're
still,
talking 100,000 years.
But still, it would take them so long to backwards engineer that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So all I'm saying is these, these aliens, whatever we want to call them, that supposedly do exist and are here. I don't know. We've seen and heard a lot of different things, but just going off of this meeting, right?
Yeah.
They're way ahead of us technologically.
Yeah.
Like centuries ahead of us.
Way
more. Way more than that. I'm just, they're way ahead of us.
Yeah.
So, I forget what I was even fucking headed to, but pretty much that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Is for just one civilization to have but let's just keep listening because it's crazy. It's crazy.
Experience and extensive conversations with experts. Do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
That's a yes.
And we
That's a
did
yes.
meet with
No
one
shit,
member of the flight crew who took the image. The image was of something that I am not able to attach to any human capability, either from the United States or from any of our adversaries. And they saw a sequence of 4 craft in a clear diamond formation for which there is a radar sequence that I alone have observed in the United States Congress. One of the pilots goes to check out that diamond formation and sees a large floating, what I can only describe as an orb. Again, like I said, not of any human capability that I'm aware of. And when he approached, he said that his radar went down. He said that his FLIR system malfunctioned and that he had to manually take this image from one of the lenses, and it was not automated in collection as you would typically see in a test mission.
Rush, as a result of your previous government...
But here's the thing. So what in this same meeting, one of the Navy admiral, one of the main 3 guys is telling, I don't know if it's the same instance or same story, but the Tic Tac UFO that like the famous one that the Pentagon released the footage of a little while ago, that's the specific instance that we're talking about. That was recorded from what I remember, and I think they're going to talk about it, but there were pretty much there were our own U.S. aircraft, like fighter jets, around it. They could see, the pilots could see them with their own eyes, like through their window, right, or their windshield, whatever, their cockpit. They could see the craft.
Yeah.
But their radars were not picking it up.
Yeah.
The radars on the fighter jets were not picking it up. But those aircraft were also being monitored. Yeah, thank you. Monitored by, I think it was 2 aircraft carriers. Both aircraft carriers did pick up the UFO.
Oh shit.
That craft. But whatever was in the surrounding area of the craft, it turns off, because it doesn't turn off it didn't turn off the jets, but it turned off like their radars. And like, I think
Star Wars turned off the comms.
It's crazy. It's
and
crazy, dude.
How advanced does the technology have to be like, turn that thing off? Not the engine, like,
because an
not
EMP,
turn the engine off.
Because look,
it's
if
like,
they used an EMP,
everything would have
shut down.
Yeah.
The planes would have gone down.
You're right.
Yeah.
But they just turned off their comms.
They went
and
in
their
and
radars.
they're like, boop.
But those aircraft carriers have that
So,
UFO
like, I'm guessing
recorded.
it could target specific waves, because communication wave is one thing, LiDAR is for.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude.
Oh,
it's fucking.
shit,
So let's get back into it. It's a little long, so I hope it's okay, guys. But this is also, a Star Wars podcast, so it shouldn't surprise you that we're talking about aliens.
Yeah, Star Wars is real.
Yeah.
People with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft.
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself about ATs, advanced technologies that the U.S. government has?
Based on conventional advanced tech, I was briefed to the preponderance of the Defense Department's both space and aerospace compartmented programs. Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but how does a program like that get funded?
I will give you generalities. I can get very specific in a closed session, but misappropriation of funds and
that's why this is a problem.
Does that mean that there is money in the budget that is said to go to a program, but it doesn't, and it goes to something else?
Yes, I have specific knowledge of that. Yep.
So
that's why it's legally illegal.
Yeah, that's why there's an entire fucking.
And this is why they're
it.
going to be able to get it to come out.
Yeah.
Because if aliens don't exist, why do we have a whole secret department devoted to aliens?
Yeah, millions and millions
and to hiding
departments, multiple departments.
Yeah.
It's not just.
It wasn't like 5 dudes.
It's not just in the recovery. It's not just.
Yeah.
It's not just in the recovery of whatever fallen craft or whatever or any of that. It's the recovery. It's the cover up. It's the
medical team that does whatever.
It's
biopsies.
everything surrounding it, and included is if you fucking say anything,
shut the fuck up.
It'll be the last thing you do.
Yeah.
Or who knows what the fuck, whatever the fuck. But
Men in Black type of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what's crazy about this, is because exactly what Bella's saying is like, if it's not real, if they don't exist, if they're not here, if it's not a threat, then why is there an entire department being funded and siphoning off funds from that are supposed to go somewhere else in the government, but to this secret
and we don't know. And
if we're paying for it,
if
American taxpayers are paying for it, we deserve to know.
That's exactly what this is about.
That is the most American fucking ideal ever.
That was
Bald eagle screech.
Yeah.
No, it is. I mean,
no.
That's why we fucking left England. We
America,
fuck you, motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
You're not taking my money and not telling me what you're doing with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God.
Tell him, Spud.
Just
Boston Tea Party, this bitch.
Exactly.
No.
No. But that's exactly.
And also the like, morally, if there are non-humans, and they're either among us or starting to kind of put their toes in the water, like, what's Earth, right? They're coming around, like, we have craft.
There must be already a deal broken into.
But we deserve to know so that we can do what we see fit.
Yeah, exactly.
For us personally.
Well, here's what's crazy too, and this is not a part of, and I don't have this prepped, so I don't have this video, but I saved it when I first watched it. It's on my phone somewhere. But there was an interview on the news I think it was in Canada, because it was the Canadian, the ex-Canadian
Prime Minister.
Minister of Defense.
Oh.
Where he came on the news and he was pretty much talking about how they exist, that our world leaders, like the governments, like especially the U.S., has been in contact with them, that there's a galactic federation.
Bruh.
That
I've heard that.
And not just that, but that there's like at least three species that we're talking to, that one of them is the Greys, like the ones we see even in pop culture, right? The Greys. Yeah. There's some that are called the Nordic Blondes, that apparently those look a lot like us.
Yeah.
And that apparently are already living.
You think it's called Nordic Blondes because that's where probably Nordic mythology came from? They probably saw them in the sky and they're like, oh shit.
Fucking maybe. Who knows?
Thor.
They could have been the gods that they worshipped.
Fucking maybe. Because pretty much what he said was that the Nordic Blondes are actually already living among us. And
that's badass.
That's another thing that that's another reason I think most people are in denial, is like, it's very likely that they are already among us.
They're already here.
And we don't know.
Yeah. It could be Silva.
Could be Silva. Silva could be a new No, but seriously.
No.
Like,
seriously. Okay, well, we're also not trying to make you panic and go on a witch hunt. We're just talking.
No.
Bella, just...
I think it's dope.
I'm just saying it's possible.
It is badass. It is badass. And one of the biggest
just
things...
as long as they don't probe me.
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, with how vast the universe is, I'm sure we're talking to, like, the friendly ones.
Yeah.
If
they weren't
already
friendly, this would already be over.
If we are indeed talking in communication with other beings, right, from another world, then there's no doubt that we're talking to diplomatic ones. You know what I mean? Like, they're not
like
malevolent.
Dictators.
Yeah, no.
Like
Gungans.
But he did. One of the things that the guy was saying was in that the Canadian ex-Minister of Defense was that there are some that are a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like anywhere. Even in humans. There's good people and then there's bad people.
Yeah.
But that, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that video. But he was like that there's no threat, right?
Yeah.
But there's certain ones that
definitely bad eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But also when we were at Alien Con and we were talking about like what the fuck would it look like what is it going to look like when we make first contact, right?
Yeah.
And what can we expect, right? If that day comes, which I think it could be very fucking near.
Yeah.
And pretty much we've been broadcasting our existence here on Earth for decades now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Out into space.
They've sent out like, hey, is there anybody here?
We've been sending it.
Yeah.
It's not like we sent out
Yeah.
It's not like we sent out a text. No, we've been transmitting like we're here.
Yeah.
For decades.
Also like radio waves and whatever, like doesn't stuff like
either
keep
way.
going?
Point is that they fucking know
we're here. Yeah.
And what he was saying is, because somebody asked like what if they're evil, right? Like what if it's like a War of the World situation? Yeah. And the simple answer was, and at least this is what the current theory is. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's changed. I'm not an expert. I'm just digesting this. He was pretty much saying that like because we've already been announcing that we're here for a long ass time, we don't have control as to who receives that message.
Yeah.
So, and if there was any race that meant us harm,
it would have
already happened.
Yeah.
Like we'd already be gone.
Incinerated.
It's pretty much what he was saying. Yeah. He's like, because he was like, I'm not worried about it because I was worried about it back then, right?
Yeah.
But now
if you
not
think
anymore.
about it, it's like,
yeah,
if
exactly.
it was gonna happen, it would.
Yeah.
Also, when you think about a society being that advanced, usually you would hope that you move away from brutality and physical violence, and you move towards peace and
development,
talking things out and communicating and doing what's
understanding,
best. Doing what's best for everyone. So we are a bunch of animals, and we still haven't figured that out, and we've been doing very detrimental things to each other and to the earth for a long time. But that it not necessarily someone that's that advanced with technology wouldn't be that advanced as a society.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. And one of the biggest reasons, and this was a big question at that convention, and I think they talk about it at this meeting, was why haven't we made first contact? What is going on? And if we are indeed in communication with these extraterrestrial races, again, why haven't they made contacts? Why haven't they come? Why are we not part of this galactic federation, right? And the short and simple, very simple answer is they don't fuck with our nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of them. They're afraid of what they do to the galaxy as a whole.
Yes.
Right? Nuclear weapons isn't just something that just affects our planet.
No.
It affects the fabric of reality.
Yes.
Right? You're splitting an atom. You're playing God.
Yeah.
You're fucking with shit that you shouldn't be fucking with. And that's why they started showing up right after World War II. Like, heavily.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this should be common knowledge, but I'm pretty sure it was right after World War II that
like
the most intense, the bombs.
Yeah.
The craziest and most not credible sighting, but like, yes, because there were so many witnesses to it, happened right over I think it was the Capitol building or the White House. UFOs over White House.
Yeah, I don't think Google's gonna show you that, but
yeah, well, it was everywhere, all over the newspapers, all over the news when this happened. Oh, I guess it's the Capitol building over, I guess, DC. Over DC. I don't know if this is the actual picture.
that's like a drawing.
It's like a drawing.
Yeah.
But where the fuck? Yeah, now it's not going to fucking
It's
come
not,
up.
yeah, Google is...
It's not going to come up. It's not going to come up. But look it up on your time. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. I think.
1952.
Yep. Washington, D.C. UFO incident, July 1952.
Yeah. They're like, "What's up? What are you guys doing down there?" It's a interesting toys
when
in your
when our
sandbox.
world was going through its worst, like our literal Nexus event, is when they started showing up, because they're like, "Hey, you want to tell us what the fuck you're doing?"
Yeah.
Incident. And they literally, like, people go, and exactly that. People go, I'll believe it when they're on the White House lawn. Guess fucking what? They did that already.
Like 75 years ago.
They did that. So from July 12th to the 29th, 1952, a series of unidentified flying objects sightings were reported in Washington, D.C., and later became known as the Washington Flap, the Washington National Airport sightings, or the invasion of Washington. The most publicized sightings took place on consecutive weekends, July 19th to the 20th and July 26th to the 27th. UFO historian Curtis Peebles called the incident the climax of the 1952 UFO flap. Never before or after did Project Blue Book and the Air Force undergo such a tidal wave of UFO reports, because they were over our nation's capital.
You couldn't deny it.
You couldn't deny it.
Especially back then, it's like nobody had like private planes that they were flying over the fucking Capitol.
No,
like,
exactly.
Come on.
So anyway, I digress. This is going into way. I'm sorry, guys. This is some rabbit holes, but it's crazy shit. Like there's been signs.
Yeah.
forever.
And it's only gotten more common now that there's iPhones. Like back then, you could tell a story word of mouth, right? But people, oh, you're crazy. But now everyone has a camera in their phone that they can immediately. They're holding it in their hand when they see this shit.
TikTok has
you don't even have to take it out of your pocket. You're holding it in your hand when this stuff happens.
Yeah. And
people are reporting stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's finish the video because there's more stuff that they talk about. That is one of the main reasons why they're even having this conversation. But we'll talk.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Do you have any personal knowledge of someone who's possibly been injured working on legacy UAP reverse engineering?
Yes.
Okay. How were they injured?
Yeah.
Was it something like a radioactive type situation or something we didn't understand?
You could imagine assessing an unknown unknown. There's a lot of potentialities you can't fully prepare for.
Okay, so they don't talk about it on there, but we watched that entire 2-hour plus hearing.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things was they were talking about how there are sightings, multiple sightings every day.
Yes.
Not just from government officials, not just from military, which, by the way, that was one of the biggest issues, is because in the military, they see them, there's sightings all the time, all day, every day. It's like part of like their daily briefing at this point. That they're like, if you see something, like this is what you should do, right? But that's the problem.
But it's hush hush.
That's the problem is they don't report like 95% of the sightings because of the repercussions. Because they lose credibility, they get called crazy, or they could lose their job, or worse. So that's what they were talking about at the hearing, is that there needs to be something in place for people to come up, like
a hotline.
Not just like
within
anyone
the military.
within the military.
Okay.
Within the military.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they have a branch devoted to it, allocated funds.
No, not a branch.
No, there is not.
There isn't. That's the thing.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
There's nothing set up for that.
There's that department that is siphoning the funds, but that department isn't for you to be like, tell me what you saw. No. It's like Men in Black. They fucking keep it hush hush. They keep it a secret.
Yeah.
If you say anything, you better fucking not.
Yeah,
right?
Everything's classified, and you have to act like it never happened.
Exactly.
Memory wipe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, the everyday fighter pilot sees something. He's like, I'm going to keep my fucking mouth shut because I'm going to be the laughing stock of the entire mess hall when I go in there and like, I saw a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
Or I could lose my job or whatever because they're going to say I'm hallucinating or that I'm crazy.
Yeah, impaired in the cockpit or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not only that, commercial airline pilots are like, apparently it's not a problem, but it's like they see them all the time. Every day.
Dang.
And they don't know what to do. They don't have the proper protocol.
Yeah.
They don't have the proper like procedures to
emergency,
anything. But
anything.
Good guy aliens, like they must know, like, oh, this is a commercial.
Well, that's what I mean.
Fuck with their day.
That's what
good
I
guys.
mean.
But the problem here is that there's no protocol in place. That is absolutely not okay on the military and civilian side.
Yeah.
On both fronts.
Yeah.
That's morally wrong.
Exactly.
And we do not want to wait until something happens to say, oh, maybe we should make a department for this. Oh, maybe we should have protocol.
Yeah, until there's like a mass hysteria.
We don't fucking know.
Exactly. Because look, wouldn't you rather get in front of it?
Yes.
And be like, okay, here's the information. Instead of us just finding out because some fucking plane got crashed into.
We should
hear
hear this from the government and not from, oh, this person posted this video and they reposted it and this person reposted it. How are we supposed to, like, that's our most reliable source of information.
each other.
is this telephone of like TikTok
Yeah,
videos.
exactly.
We need to hear it. Like
like we
it's
fucking
in
know.
everyone's
Like,
best interest for them to be fucking upfront and tell
From a
us
position of authority, you know?
this is the situation. But here's the thing: the reason they haven't done this is my opinion. I think the reason they haven't done this is because they know that the non-humans are obviously way more technologically advanced, right?
Yeah.
So there probably isn't a lot that we can actually do.
No, that's one of the things that the Navy guy was talking about.
Yeah.
I think he's an admiral. I'm going to go with admiral for now. That's what he was talking about, is because they ask him specifically, they go, could there have been anything you could do
In that situation.
to like pretty much keep you from harm from what you were looking at? He was like, there's absolutely nothing I could do or that we are capable of doing.
It let me live pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These crafts do not follow the laws of physics.
Yeah.
They do not. They travel at speeds faster than light.
And they turn like on a dime.
But they don't turn. They go like
crazy
this,
stuff.
and if they need to go back, they just go back. It's not like we got to go around. No,
What is
no,
it,
they're like
J hook or something. It's like a technical term, but they do like a J hook or I don't know. Pilot stuff.
I'm
But
not
pretty
a pilot.
much, yeah, they're doing things that are
Top
like
Gun.
impossible.
Yeah.
They're doing things that are impossible for us to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, but also, we deserve to know that.
Well, that's the thing.
Our military deserves to know what
they're-
they are going out into.
And also,
that's fucked up.
But we still don't have the technology to even match it, so why even bother?
What do you mean?
I
why
want to
even
know
bother?
if
not
I'm
in the terms of
if I'm
like
gonna
not
get
finding
got.
out, but it's like what's like we're
So we're just
gonna
gonna
able
live
to
in
go against
denial
it.
and then
Nah.
have them take over?
Nah. But
No,
Okay,
we
chill
should
out.
have a
Chill the fuck out. Chill out. Jesus, both of you. I'm like, let's not create mass hysteria, and you're like, well, no. Here's the thing. I still think, and look, we do not know. We're just obviously everyone wants to be positive in this kind of situation,
Yeah.
right? But we really, truly, we don't know what they're either capable of or their intentions.
Yeah.
You know what I
True.
mean? But all I do know is if we were going to get fucked up, I feel like it would have already happened.
Yeah, the element of surprise is the first
Exactly.
tactic.
So, but if there are things flying in our airspace,
Commercial airspace.
yeah,
Yeah.
if there's someone above our fucking apartment building, I want to fucking know.
Yes.
I want to know.
And that's your right.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
Beam me up.
Take me away from this hellhole.
I'm afraid of the fucking weirdos we see like walking around Comic-Con trying to fucking
Yeah.
push shit on us, and you think I don't want to know
Exactly.
who the fuck
Yeah.
from another planet is like right next to me or like
Yeah.
flying, you know what I mean? Like there's
Like, yes, it's scary, but it's scarier to not know.
exactly.
Like, we just need the information so that we are aware.
It's our right to know.
Yeah, it's our right to
It's
know.
our right to know. Freedom of press.
Yes, exactly.
That's the fucking that's
yes.
the whole point. Again. All right.
Anyways, so
so yeah.
So far,
We
so
have-
good. I mean,
Yeah, we're fine. We're here.
We're still here.
Yeah.
I'm still standing.
We're talking about all of this because it's very relevant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's important. Excuse me. And like who knows? Who knows what happens? Who knows what other news we get after this?
Well, on a more positive note, which is how I see it and how I've been looking at it, is I think it's more so we right now have all these different nations. We are not Earth. We are the United States and Russia and China and all, right?
Yeah.
But at a galactic level, we are Earth.
Yeah.
So what they're probably doing is saying, hey, no more of this nation shit.
Yeah.
You guys need to
You're
be
Earth.
Earth.
You're-
And then once you're Earth, you can join our galactic
Federation.
federation
The Republic.
as Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like that's how I've been looking at it, because like you said, it's like if they were gonna do something, they would have done it.
We need an avatar.
We need someone to bring us all together.
Well, I mean, I think that's what it's gonna get to, right? But I mean, let's use Star Wars as an example.
Yeah.
If we're gonna use it, like, I feel like Star Wars is relevant to this more than anything.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say that this Galactic Federation does exist.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty much the Republic.
Yeah.
Right. Think about it in those terms. It's the Republic. And, you know, what would the Republic do when bringing a new system into their,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. They're not like, we're God.
They're not like, it's like, it's a slow introduction.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there's a bigger galaxy.
You're not the only one.
Not the only ones.
I know that's a lot to digest.
You know, but here you go, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, either protection or resources. And that's the thing. That is the thing here, is that most people's reaction to this was, well, I still got a mortgage and I still got rent. So what the fuck do I care?
Yeah.
It's like, listen, chill the fuck out, and maybe you'll understand what could come of this, right?
Yeah.
We don't know their capabilities. We don't know how advanced they are. We don't know.
Yeah.
But most of us
Yeah.
are out here crying about free fucking healthcare. Do you think they don't have that?
Yeah. And
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
think they have cures
Like cures for shit that
probably most of our ailments.
Exactly. Like,
if
I
they're
see this
that far ahead.
I see it as if Earth were to join like a galactic republic or this galactic federation, whatever you want to call it. Right? If it's all real, right? If that, let's think hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
If we were to join, it's not just like, oh, you're part of us now, right?
Yeah. Here's a button.
A lot would change. A lot
Yeah.
would change. And I think that our world leaders know that.
Of course.
And is one of the biggest reasons why they've been keeping all of this a secret for so long.
They don't want to lose.
Because they would
Yeah.
lose direct control over their populace.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be, well, the United States is the United States government is the highest in
Power,
in
one of the
power that
higher
you can
powers, yeah.
Exactly. No longer.
We're all an even.
Either the U.S. or Russia,
Yeah.
wherever the fuck you're from,
Yeah.
right? It's like the height of power for you is your government, is your
Yeah.
president or prime
Yeah.
minister or whoever.
Not anymore.
Once once we enter a galactic republic or federation, it is now the chancellor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah.
I'm not saying fucking Palpatine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
Full
whoever,
circle.
whoever, and maybe it's a council. Who knows? Who the
Yeah.
fuck knows? We run shit like animals. Maybe they got it figured out way better, right? So that will be
very much.
It's very
a
much going to
reason
change.
Why? Yeah.
And very much the reason why they've kept it a secret for so long, if that is real, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like they know, well, now we have to answer to someone.
Also,
Because they would probably stay, like, the president of the United States would probably stay the president, you know.
But it would be
president of-
like a honorary.
well, not
role.
honorary, but it
No.
would be like a governor.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see
Because
what
like,
you mean.
because there's gonna be a representative like in the council for Earth.
It's more like the UN, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like
yeah,
having
kinda.
that kind of.
I would see it. I would
situation.
hope so. I would hope that our spokesperson for Earth isn't just one person. I would hope it to be
Yeah.
a council.
Yeah.
Like the UN.
Probably.
Right.
I think.
Because, right, we're still, like you said, I mean, there's division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. People pay attention to the wrong things, and anyway. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done with humanity.
Yes.
Let's go with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. We can all agree on that.
We can all agree on that, right? But I think that the mentality of like, well, I still got rent. What the fuck do I care? Yeah, I mean, no one's saying stop paying your rent.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got rent too. We're still,
Yeah.
but that doesn't change how crazy this is and
Yeah.
how the possibilities of what could happen. Because
Of good things that could
Of the
happen.
good things, because who's to say we don't join? Like we don't. join this Galactic Federation and they have, first of all, we would get access to the technology.
Yeah.
The medicine, the
language.
Exactly, the language, like so many different things.
The arts. Imagine that just alone. The art on another planet.
Well, that is why I think they haven't touched Earth, right? That Earth is still here is because, yes, as flawed as a people that we are, Earth is still beautiful.
Yeah.
There's many, like, Earth is covered in gorgeous, beautiful places to go see. Waterfalls, fucking
biomes, culture.
Biome, exactly.
Yeah,
like the culture, the art that people make, the stories that people tell, the music that people create. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only humans can do that.
Yeah.
Only humans can do that. And that's why fucking AI is going to be the death of us. Not because they're going to take over, but because if you take the humanity out of the only shit humans can do, which is create music, art, tell stories, human stories.
Yeah.
Then why are we here?
Yeah.
Other than just to just consume. At that point, we're a parasite.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know?
Yeah.
So I would also agree with aliens and be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't fucking be here. You know what I mean? But that's the whole point of being human.
The human experience.
The human experience.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up like fucking Wall-E.
And sharing that. It's not
exactly.
It's
love.
not
That's
just,
what love is. That's what love is.
It's not just one person experiencing what it is to be human. It's you experiencing that with other people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
See?
We get it. We're on the same page.
Hey, if you're up there,
if you're listening and you
we'll
agree,
come with you.
Give us a sign.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Beam me up, Scotty. Right now.
I like imagine just going to a art gallery on another world.
Yeah.
Like seeing the gardens, seeing
or a
all
fucking
of,
like botanical garden.
Yeah, like all the vegetation, hearing the music, the instruments, how different they would be. Especially because if the people are physically different, like their mouths are different, their ears are different, their instruments are going to be different, and their music is going to come out differently.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing to be excited about is like the art and the healthcare, like we're talking about, like we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
who knows? They could bring fucking like it could be like a spray and your freaking cancer's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's crazy to think about, but
if they're that far advanced,
of course,
like we have cures for things from way back when.
Exactly. Like
they must have cures for our current problems.
Or who's to say they haven't given us the medication we needed so far as a
exactly.
They could have been helping us all along.
Watch Ancient Aliens. That's all I'm fucking saying, and then you're gonna be convinced. But you know, there could be a lot of good that comes from this.
Yeah.
And again, like there could be bad, but we don't know that. No one knows that. And but that's with anything.
Literally,
that's with
any
life. Situation. That's life. It could be good, it could be bad, but it's all in how we approach it, I guess. It's all in how we, you know, digest what is coming to us. We can handle it.
Yeah.
Whenever this is made official, if we live to see first contact with which I think we will.
I think we will.
Shit can change drastically for the better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's up to us.
Yeah,
it's
up to us and how we respond to it.
Exactly.
And so far us saying, well, I don't care because you're not paying my rent, probably isn't helping.
And look, I'm not saying you can't have a panic attack when there's a gray alien on the lawn of the White House. That's not what I'm saying. You can. It's fine.
We're going to be like, yeah!
We probably will. But it's also going to be like, holy shit, like, you know, it's exciting.
No, there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot going on. It's a lot to process.
There's a lot that will change. But like I'm trying to say, it's like, who knows if they bring free healthcare or, you know, end world hunger with, you know what I mean? Like they could have little fucking packets of like raised bread and they just get, I don't know.
No,
like,
it's very possible.
Anything.
Yeah.
right? And obviously,
It can help us with climate change.
We were gonna destroy you all,
Exactly.
but we had a taco. And
Yeah.
you're safe.
We're gonna blow your shit up. We went to
Word.
TJ, had some
And
birria,
we need
Hell
some more
yeah.
of that.
and it fucks.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Have you ever had consomme?
Menudo.
Dude.
Oh.
That's another thing, like alien food.
Yeah.
I want to try alien food.
Imagine the diarrhea. Like
galactic diarrhea.
Like-
Why is my poop purple?
like an alien burrito.
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess you'd have to check. It'd have to be like carbon based, right? Because we're carbon based.
We'd
It'd have to be like a carbon based
Imagine
diet,
it's like,
right?
oh, the juice is pristine and it's fucking acid. You're burning
Yeah.
from the inside.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it would be like there'd be like a. You know how they have like the
Oh, no, I'm vegan.
You know how they like on menus there's like the little leaf if it's vegetarian.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, it's
They
gonna be
tell
like
you,
that. But
like humans can eat
It's
this.
a little
Yes.
UFO. It's from another planet.
Yeah.
It's a diner.
Oh fuck.
I mean,
what I can't wait for is their like what they think of our alien movies.
oh my god, we need to
That's what I-
listen to an aliens
it's cringe
podcast.
or
Yo!
not.
We need to listen to an aliens podcast about human movies.
Yeah.
And how.
How racist we are.
Oh no,
God
maybe not.
damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All the
Just
stereotypical.
to see what we got right and what we got wrong is probably 99% wrong.
Yeah, it'd be like they always go for the giant head, the big eyes, and yeah, maybe we look like that, but it's still fucking offensive.
Yeah, no, literally, like they're like, you guys are ugly as fuck too. You
Yeah.
think you look good? Like,
You're bug-eyed.
yeah, big mouth, long legs. What the fuck?
Lanky arms. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
fucking noodle
You can't do
ass.
shit. You got 2 arms. I got 6.
Yeah, literally.
You know.
I'm here for the memes.
Yeah,
Can we make this happen so I can hear alien humor? Because
Right.
like, is it like satire? Are they like what? What do they lean toward? Are they wacky? Maybe they're.
So I
really
walked
wacky.
into the bar and I said, bleep bloop. It's just fucking just fucking laughing your ass off.
Who knows? Maybe they're hilarious.
Yeah.
I think they're funny.
I'm sure they have to have humor.
Yeah.
right?
A stand-up comic.
Please, I want to hear. I want to hear.
So I says to her, bleep bloop.
Fucking dying. Oh my
Stupid.
God.
Okay. well,
Anyways.
I'm sure that was deeply offensive to.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're very ignorant.
We
Okay?
got
We will admit
galactically canceled.
we are unbelievably ignorant to everything that's going on. We get the little things that our government's willing to tell us.
Yeah, we don't know
really,
anything.
We don't really know what's going
So
on.
if we're offending you, it's because we're ignorant.
Yeah, that's real.
It's real.
That's real.
Yeah,
It's real.
we're keeping it real.
All right. Well, I think we've overstayed our welcome in the
Y'all think?
the alien conversation. So I hope our listeners are still with us.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
though.
honestly,
Like,
let us know what you
Yeah.
think because
Drop it in the comments.
we're talking to nobody about this because no one is talking about it.
Yeah,
And like we tried to bring it up, and people are like,
they just laugh it off.
we're just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you mean? Yeah, cool.
Like, what do you think? Tell me what you
They
think.
don't want to acknowledge it, make it real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Tell me you don't believe it. That's fine. I want to hear it.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Email us, punchitchewiepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do, we want to hear it.
Floats your boat.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, I think we're definitely out of time. It's time for lunch. It's time for dinner.
Fucking 8:28.
And I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we thank you guys for listening and watching another episode of the Punch It Chewie Podcast.
Thank you.
You know, it's all nothing but madness here, and we appreciate you.
We don't believe in scripts.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
we really
fuck a
don't.
outline.
Fuck an outline. Fuck a script.
That's why we only have a producer, not a writer.
And if you are still here, you're the fucking realist. And
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
We appreciate
Thank
you.
We appreciate you. And we can't wait for next week. We got a lot more to talk about because there's a lot we didn't cover this week.
5 chapters.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Do
right,
your
5
homework.
chapters.
Read your book.
Do your homework. Read first 5 chapters.
Well, okay, what camera are you gonna
Yeah,
point
which
it in?
camera are you
It is
showing
gonna
it?
be centered.
Is it centered?
Is it centered?
Well, you're pointing at it. Okay. There. Okay, it's a good frame.
Right there?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
in the middle?
Not necessarily, but it's a good composition.
Where's the middle?
Where's the middle?
More to your right, a little bit more. More to your right. More.
So it wasn't in the middle.
And then go up. No, I said composition-wise. It
No,
looked good,
but
like
I
a
asked,
photo.
is it in the middle?
Up a little bit and a little bit to your left.
There.
There. A little bit higher. A little bit. There you go. That'll be centered. Yeah, let's say that's
He's
centered.
doing this on purpose.
I think he's
No,
lying.
I'm being real.
I think
Okay.
you're lying.
You can check this.
All right.
Okay.
5 chapters.
This is what I was talking about. But it's all
Read
good.
your book.
All right,
Read
we're
your
reading the
book.
first 5 chapters of the Shadows
and
of
Silva,
the
you
Empire.
have to read it too.
I
Else
need to
you're
get
not
an
going to know what's
audiobook.
going on. That's
I
fine.
can't
Get it.
read to save my life.
It's fine.
Really?
I'll read a page and then
Yeah.
I'll doze off.
It's fine. Read the audiobook, join the Discord.
Yeah,
like
no,
everyone
definitely.
else.
I need to learn
Yeah.
more about this. I don't want to be out.
We'll get it. We'll get it done. All right, guys.
I'm
well,
excited.
first 5 chapters, the Shadows of the Empire, and we will recap that next week.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Along with all of our other shenanigans.
Yes.
And maybe there's an alien update.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much. We love you
Thank
guys, and we will see
you.
you next week. Bye.
Bye.